to Ballet by Heather. Today I am at home again because I'm going to be showing you my very secret special warm-up that I do before all my dance classes before I travel to the dance studio. Now you can do this before ballet, before contemporary, before any style of movement, and you can even do it if you like before your daily gym routine. So let's get started. It's going to be super quick and I can't wait to show you all my secrets. Okay, first things first, guys, is that you either want to have the heat on in your house or wherever you're doing this warm-up at, and you want to dress warm. It's always important to be super layered up because you want to get that body temperature really flowing and that blood pumping in you before you start a full workout or a full dance class. Right now, the heat is super high in my house right now, and I've got on my favorite ballet shirt before I take it off before my ballet class, some really nice leggings and some socks on my feet that will help basically keep the heat trapped into my body. And then we're gonna get started with some of my favorite foot arches. So just follow along and let's do it. All right, guys, the first step I'm gonna be doing is just my normal breathing technique that I always do at the very beginning of my day. I wake up in the morning, you plie down, you lift all the way up. It's very much like a yoga sequence, and bring down. Deep breath out. I do about 4 of those each time. So let's do 3 more. Breathe in and breathe out. So you really want to think about this, that air coming from your gut and then releasing when you plie down and you release that tension of just getting up in the morning from laying very vertically. Okay guys, 1 more. So like any movement technique, that breathing really ignites a fire in your system. So that's the first thing I always do. Let's move on to the second. All right guys, next I'm going to be doing some release technique, which will ignite your abdominals and also keep that blood pumping that we just did in our breaths, right? So you're gonna bend down and come up, bend down and come up, and then you reach to the side. When you're contracting and you're releasing, this contract and release is really popular, especially in modern dance, but in ballet, you're uptight all the time. So having this release movement, this gets some newfound energy before you're about to hold everything super tight in your stomach and in your body. So let's release 1 more time vertically and then side to side. As you guys can see from my page, I do breathe a lot when I dance. This is so important because your body means it doesn't forget to breathe, which lets you keep moving and keep surviving. And so this is why I do these breathing techniques in the morning. So now I'm ready to show some of my best stretches. All right guys, these are some really good stretches I like to do. I'm going to use the wall because I like to practice with the wall a lot. Just to keep that stability, I bring my foot up, we bend forward, we take the foot up, bend again, we take it to the side, bend, release it backwards, and then you continue to do that on both sides. This allows just to get those hips open. I like to do a lot of movement too, with moving my hips around, moving each side around, because this, allowing that hip opener, I find that when I'm sleeping, I really tense my hips a lot. And in the morning, they seem so tight. And so for ballet, you use your hips all the time. So thinking about really doing some bends before you plie, and then thinking about just opening those hips. So all types of hip openers. This can be found a lot in yoga and just traditional stretching especially. But that's the specific stretches I do for my warm-up in the morning. All right guys, so the last thing I'm going to show you is how I warm up my feet. When you think of a ballet dancer or a dancer in general, you think those pointy toes. And the only way we can achieve these beautiful arches of feet is by warming them up in the morning. Now, you might get a little bit of crackles in your ankles and toes. I've already really stretched my feet out for the day, but I'm excited to show you this because this has really promoted my specific feet to be able to bend so how they do. So let me show you in a little close-up version. Clearly, we're basically going to roll through each position, our metatarsal arch, our point, our metatarsal arch, and down, and continue on the left side. Doing this one at a time really helps us understand where our feet are going today. And now we do it more as a roll through. So this is allowing us to do one consistent fluid movement, which is what you will do when you are dancing. And then we will go on to both feet, we plie, We roll to a releve, which we will be in many releves during ballet class. And then we come down. And then we do it even and turned out. So you just kind of roll through each position, and this allows, okay, this is where my feet are at today. We're feeling very pointy, or maybe not so much, and have to do a little bit more work. But that is how I strengthen my calves and strengthen my arches for a complete day of dancing. Super, super important. Okay guys, so that kind of covers the 4 main things I like to think about when I warm up. Your feet, you're stretching, really opening those hips, those releases, thinking about that breath, coming into your body, and then just a simple coming to space of where you're at. It is so important to feel grounded when you wake up in the morning because you just slept for 8 hours or hopefully 8 hours and you feel a little bit out of sorts. You want to come back, figure out how your day is going to be, figure out what you want out of ballet class, what you want out of dance class, or anything from your day in general. So that is my morning routine of how I warm up, and keep watching me at Ballet by Heather. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.